Sorry guys, it's Texas, it's summertime, it's hot, I'm in the garage, you know, I'm dying here. What's going on, forum? It's Dr. DV8 here. Today I want to talk about my 1-inch bar risers. I know. You see it. It's Zook Nation. Representing all you Zook Nation guys out there. Suzuki, baby. Suzuki. You Cowie guys, man, I love you too. I love you too, okay? It's Zook Nation. What can I say? Now, this is a reminder that for those of you who watched my video and got in on the 2023 GSXR 1000R giveaway over at Chris Moore's website. That's mooremafia.com. He's going to be announcing that winner on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go to mooremafia.com, click on giveaways, and all the information to be there with where he's going to do it, what time he's going to do it, and so on and so forth. I believe that it's going to be on Instagram, live on Instagram and Facebook, but go read it for yourself to make sure I'm not misspeaking here, okay? Now, back to the 1-inch bar riser. Why would you want to put something like this on your bike? For me, it helps me with my back, especially my lower back and my hips, okay? I've done a lot of physical labor my whole life. In fact, that's all I've ever done, really, until recently. And I just kind of dedicated my body to the cause, you know. Wanted to move up in the ranks, and the best way for me back then, I thought to do that was to outwork everybody around me. And, you know, old men always tell you, hard work, you know, you can go anywhere with hard work. Well, they don't tell you at the end of that work comes arthritis and quality of life goes down, okay? And this is kind of what I'm dealing with. So what I want to do is hold on to what little bit of, you know, mobility I got left, and because I want to continue to ride, you know, I want to go out and ride with you guys and bring you new content and enjoy the beast. So adding these 1-inch bar risers helps me do that. And then you connect that with, or in conjunction with, the 1.5-inch drop pegs. It's just a winning combination for somebody like me that's got lower back problem and hip problems. Okay, my hips are the worst. Because I'm a big guy, they carried my weight around, and yeah, I just abused them. So they're ate up with arthritis pretty good. So doing the 1-inch bar riser and then doing the 1.5-inch drop pegs makes it where I can ride this bike for, you know, at least about 2.5, 3 hours, okay? Now, when I get off at that point, it's gonna be a little painful, but you know, I tough through it because I love this thing. I hate getting on and off of it, but I love riding it, okay? So let's talk about this. Crazy sound effects. All right, this is it. This is what it looks like from the top. It kind of looks factory, to be honest with you, but there's a giveaway, a dead giveaway, and that's this. Look how deep that suspension adjustment is. It's way down in there now, so that kind of tells you this thing's up higher than it should be. All right, and if you look, you have this right here, your front brake. All right, this whole area is real close now to the windshield, and when I turn, like, I deadlock it, okay, and you don't deadlock very unless you're in a parking lot or something, but if you deadlock it, I don't know if you can see that, but it's touching. It's just barely touching that black, you know, holder for the windshield, you know, that frame, windshield frame. It's just barely touching it, guys. You can adjust this, you know, loosen up these screws here and tilt this down a little bit, and it will clear. Because if you look on this side, there we go. It's not touching at all. I mean, it's clear. It clears with good fashion. So it's just the one side, and I think if I get in here really good, you might be able to see where it, yeah, there it is. You can see where it's kind of nicking the plastic a little bit when I deadlock it. But it's just kind of the, you know, it's a need. It's just a need, man. It's just something I have to deal with because I don't want to change the angle of these levers because they fit me well. I don't want to lower them down. So that little bit of, you know, scuffing right there, I'm not very concerned with it, to be honest with you. So that's just me. You know, you do what you got to do to make it right for you if this is a mod that you guys want. Now, when I'm riding, I'm kind of about in this position right here. And as you can see, you got a clear shot at your dash. So it's not blocking any of your gauges or anything like this. Now, if you're ducked down, you know, down here and you're trying to, you know, race or something and break a land speed record, yeah, you might not be able to see them so well. But in normal riding position, you see them just fine. See them just fine. Now, sorry guys, it's Texas. It's summertime, it's hot, I'm in the garage, you know, I'm dying here. But now what we got to ask ourselves is, how hard of a job is this? Well, to be honest with you, it's not that hard, but then again, it is. The bolts, there's 4 bolts that hold the original bar thing on there, and I tell you what, they got a lot of Loctite on them. Suzuki didn't, they went pretty liberal with it, and they put some Loctite on that, and you're gonna fight them all the way out, and they're pretty long. So yeah, you're gonna be there for a little while. That's the hardest part, you know, just getting those out. Putting the new ones in wasn't too bad, because the bar riser will come with 4 new bolts that are slightly longer to accommodate, you know, the 1-inch rise. So just getting the other ones out was the hardest. And what I did was, for safety, what I mean is safety for my bike here, is I pulled these panels out. You know, these, I don't know, instrument gauge panels, whatever they call it here, these side panels, because there's only a little screw here, and then right in here there's a clip. Let's see if I can move these bars and get some light in there. There you go. There's a very slight clip here and one right there. I mean, there's not much holding it on, so and they just pop right out, and that gives you some room to really get up underneath here, and you know, you can see some of the bolts right there. It gives you room to get up underneath there, and plus you don't scratch these up, okay, when you're working. So I pulled this one out, I pulled this one out, and I draped a towel across the tank and over each side of the fender, and then I got to work getting, you know, these 4 bolts, 2 on this side and 2 on this side out, and the bar comes off, and you get this. This is your bar riser, okay? It goes in between this piece, you know, your triple clamp, top triple clamp, and the handlebar here. I don't know exactly what to call that. I just call it handlebars because that's actually what holds the handlebars on. But this goes right in between them. So you're unbolting this from this, and then once you get this unbolted, it kind of just flips out of the way. You can't flip it very far because you still got all your lines hooked up. But then you just sneak this 1-inch bar riser in between them and then start threading in the brand new bolts that you get with it, okay? Don't forget to put Loctite on it because you don't want these bolts backing out while you're going down the highway. Trust me, I think that would be a bad deal. This thing costed 99 GBP. Back when I purchased it, was probably 3 months ago or so. It costed me let me check my phone just to make sure I'm not lying to you guys. I don't think the exchange rate was very good. It cost me $128. That's with the exchange, shipping, and tax, okay? Because eBay charges tax too, so unfortunate. You used to not to. I am sweating here. But anyway, I don't want to turn the fan on because if I turn the fan on, you guys can't hear me. And I know you want to hear me, right? Nah, you don't. But 128 bucks will raise these bars up 1 inch and really relieve your hip. If you're having, you know, some lower hip pain when you're kind of bent over, or some lower back pain, really make it easier for you guys. I think it's a good investment if it's something you need. Like I said before, it works very well, you know, in conjunction with these 1.5-inch drop pegs. I just think it's a good combination. If it wasn't for these 2 things, I would not be able to ride the beast here. My days of riding would be over with. So that's it, guys. I hope that answer some of you guys' questions. And don't forget, like I said, if you bought into More Mafia's giveaway, check his website for Monday. I believe it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's going to be giving that bike away. All right. Also, on a side note, I'm going to review another bike. My son purchased a brand new 2023 Ninja 400. It's his first bike. He didn't want to go too big on his first bike, and plus he's using it as a commuter. So we're going to look at that bike. We're going to do a little riding with it and kind of give you guys my take on it, my honest opinion of it. But look for that in a future video. So until next time, keep it up, be safe, and peace.